So this will be my sniper rifle round two. I built that blue and white one, which I think looks really cool. I really like it. This will be another version. It's going to look a little different. This one's a little longer. And then, of course, I'll do some different, different silencer type ends on it that are, it'll be threaded so that I can make some different choices there. Uh, but otherwise, it'll have a different style rail riser. So it's going to look different, obviously different colors. But I was pretty happy with how that turned out. However, there's always things you think of as you're building them that you could do different. So this time I thought, let's see what I can do different with this one. So I've got everything kind of primed here and ready to almost, start putting back together after I paint it again. So not sure on the colors yet, the color combinations that I want to do. We will see. I'll have to make some decisions there. So I showed you this before. These are only $6 and change on Amazon. These bipods, they're all metal. They clip on. They're made to attach to a barrel, which I have to modify for this application. But even the legs lock and the legs extend if you unscrew them here. So if you unscrew this, this is on tension here, and this will pop. You can get that to pop out. Oops, excuse me. That's not what's supposed to happen, but there we go. So you can see that too. So anyway, they're just really, really nice, and they're inexpensive because most of the bipods I was seeing were like 20 or 30 bucks, and I wasn't going to spend that, but $6, I thought I'd order another one, so I have one for this. However, if you recall with the other blaster, of course, because it has this type of attachment, I basically make a piece like this, and then you can tighten it right there. But then this will attach to my rail using some other pieces that are made to grab a rail. So I'll mount this kind of on the end down here, right? So that you can have the bipod down at this end. And this is all reinforced and heavy duty. And the way I'll attach it to that rail will make sure that it's strong enough and that it has no issues holding the weight of this, obviously, or the blaster itself. So this is really 3 barrels combined. It's about 28 inches. It's got several inner barrels inside to help keep everything straight. One thing I wanted to try with this one too, I'm going to convert it over to a metal barrel. Now these are stainless steel barrels that I got off Amazon. Barrel replacements made specifically for gel blasters are not expensive, but you got to order them from China or Australia. It takes forever. For a performance blaster like this, the inner diameter is 7.5 millimeters. These are exactly 7.5 millimeters. They're stainless steel. They're very rigid. They're strong. In theory, these should work just fine. And then I've just got a piece here that was something I'd printed, a 3D printed that didn't work out, that I will use to couple these together, because obviously you want to make sure you have a really perfect connection at the end of each barrel. Ideally, I would have a 28-inch one-piece, 7.5 millimeter inner diameter barrel, but I don't know where you can find that. And if you do, it probably is too costly. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'll try this out. I mean, worst case scenario is I just end up using the plastic type barrel that it came with, right? And I've been able to go ahead and couple those together and make them work without issues. So that's good. So that's what we got going on there. You can see nothing really new here. Printed, again, the special stock that I like that has room for the 11.1 volt battery. And this one actually, closes and it works well. Snaps closed. It's got a latch. So we'll use that right there. Of course, at the tip, put on a thread so that we can switch around. And these are just some possibilities of some different ones I might like. I like this one the most, but the way this attaches to the thread probably won't work because the thread is deeper inside here. So this is made for a specific blaster where there's barrel and then thread that gets thin enough to get in there. But I'll find something that works for that. And otherwise, here's just a couple other ones. And then this was a piece, again, a modified piece that I use incorrectly, but again, I just think it helps add some stability where it'll go on this far end of the blaster and push up underneath right here. And it just kind of helps, again, give some more leverage. But also when I run a full rail along the top, that will come all the way from this end to here that gives more leverage and more stability as well. So it probably doesn't need that, but that's something simple for me to do. So anyway, this is sniper rifle round two complete. It will be about, so 30, so we add on another 20, or yeah, it'll be about 50 plus inches long plus one of these. I think we'll get it to about 5 feet, so it's definitely going to be a big long sniper rifle, but I think that looks pretty cool. And my younger son really likes the sniper rifles, so I guess because he's been watching Halo a lot and he plays Halo and he likes the sniper rifles in Halo. So that's what we got going here. So check back throughout the steps of the process. I'll kind of do another video after we paint this out where I show you the internals of the M4a1. I've shown them before, but I'll show them for this too. Show if we can get the metal barrel to work, and just obviously in the end, hopefully show you a successful completed project. Okay, I really enjoyed making that blue and white sniper rifle that I based off of the Anstoy M4a1 gel ball blaster. So I wanted to make an even bigger one. So this is my newest sniper creation. So again, we got the M4 as the base. This one I made even longer. This is about 56 inches right now as it's set up. Okay, so I actually used basically 3 barrels plus an additional piece of silencer plus then a screw-on barrel. However, it works very well. I used a metal inner barrel for the full length. I actually used 3 pieces of metal inner barrel that were 7.5 millimeter inside diameter, stainless steel. I got them on Amazon. Now, barrels are not expensive, but they're just not readily available in the US, gel blaster barrels. So these were the right dimensions. It's just when you're going to join any type of barrels together, because I needed 3, because each were only like 12 inches, I want to say. I had to make some little 3D printed sleeves that hold them together super tightly so that there's no misalignment there, right? And that worked out good. So I wasn't sure. I was a little worried, but it worked out just fine. So let's take a closer look. I had to put it in a different spot even because it doesn't fit in my normal filming area. So we'll start back here. So 3D printed the stock here, and I made it so that it's one of those that allows me to put an 11.1 volt battery in there. So kind of painted the gray color. So I went with a gray, red, and black, and then a little bit of white is kind of what I was going for here. So as we move along here, you can see we've got the riser. So I used a different style riser than I did with the blue and white one, just because I wanted to mix it up. So this is just more straight up and down style riser, where the other one was angled forward. And again, just went all the way out with it. And then since I did have a little bit of overlap here, I thought, oh, I could cut that off, make it flush, but instead I made it so that what I can do is I can put a little screw through here, and then you can just put a little, like a screwdriver attachment. You could put some sort of little attachment that could just slide on the front. I don't know, I just thought that was a cool idea. So down here, this is just kind of there for added support. It's probably not needed, but again, I did it with the other one. I think it adds a little color. I think it still looks nice. So here's some more of my white. So these are actually, they go right over your rail, and they're just made to kind of simulate a grip and protect your rail. So I thought those would look nice. So I got one on each side and one on the bottom there. And or actually I got 2. And this also is where you'd kind of hold this if you're walking with it. So you've got these nice grips here on the sides and the bottom. Over here, again, this is that same tripod I got for the other one. They're only like $6 and change. They're all metal. They're very nice. Just they need to attach to a barrel. So this was something I built out. And then I have it clipped onto the rail here. And this one I just made stronger, more robust. It's like got bolts through it so that it's really strong. And then we've got that. And then on this end, this was a mock suppressor that I already had. In fact, I actually showed it with the blue one. I actually had it painted blue, so I painted it white instead. And go ahead, and that just screws off and on. So that can be changed out. The inner metal barrel, so that I didn't have to cut it, because then you risk bending it, actually goes to right about here. So you just want to make sure if I switch out that, I want another nice long one, because I don't want to deal with cutting the metal barrel. That's just more likely to cause problems. So this is it. I've done some test shooting with it. It's worked really well. I really like how it turned out. To give you an idea of the size difference, here is my first attempt, which again is a very nice blaster. I really like how it turned out, but you can see I made this other one, even longer. So very proud of both of these, though. I think they're both really cool. Like I said, my younger son really wanted a sniper rifle, and we made a hasty one for him really quick, and then I put together this blue and white one, which I really like, and then now we got the red and gray. So some really cool gel ball snipers based on the Anstoy M4a1 gel ball blaster on Amazon. So if you got any questions, put them in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I think these are all pretty cool. And make sure you guys are liking the videos. Make sure you're subscribed and participate in all the free giveaways.